It's a beautiful night for football here in St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm Alan Slaughterzinski. This is the Brevard Sports Network, and tonight we kick off the Elite American Football League Florida Game of the Week. It's Jaguars squared. That's right. It's the Florida Jaguars going up against the Southwest Florida Jaguars, as I said, from beautiful St. Pete, Florida. The team captains are at midfield, and well, they'll be the team captains because I don't have any rosters. So tonight it's quarterback to wide receiver and running back to that hole. And as soon as Mr. Torres gets here with my rosters, we'll have names. All right, tonight's game is brought to you by the Elite American Football League. And are you elite? What an outstanding job Mr. Torres and company have done putting this together. Did you ever think there'd be this many teams in the first year? And what a week one it was, as the week two rankings are out. And we'll take a look at them coming up here in just a moment. Now, for those of you out there, let me repeat, I cannot see your comments tonight. I'm flying solo. My man Caleb is back home in good old Brevard County. He's doing some benefit basketball tournament with the East Coast United. I was doing volleyball a little earlier today, and we made it here to St. Petersburg, Florida, for the Florida Jaguars and the Southwest Florida Jaguars. I'm going to tell you what, they got it going on here. Got a band out there and everything. Now, the Florida Jaguars will be dressed in black. They'll have the Jag on their shoulder. And the Southwest Florida Jaguars are dressed in white and red. They've got the white jerseys with the red pants. Both of these teams come in. The Florida Jaguars are the number 16 team in the league, and the Southwest Florida Jaguars are the number 5 team in the league. The Jaguars coming onto the field now are 0-1, and the Jaguars on the far side of the field are 1-0. Should be an easy broadcast tonight. Jaguars with the ball. As we get ready to go here. Love these 5:30 kickoffs. What's your name again? Devin, I'm Alan. I met me a good friend here by the name of Devin. We're going to do this stream in 2 parts, a first half and a second half. I'm going to check at halftime, check to make sure everything went well with the stream at halftime. Everything seems to look good. Headsets plugged up. And it looks like the Southwest Florida Jags of the white and red will be receiving. And the Florida Jags in the team that actually looks like the Jaguars from Jacksonville are kicking off. The EAFL Florida Game of the Week. Right there. I'll keep my eye on him. The kicker looks like number 12. Got a nice little breeze here tonight. It's hot over here in St. Petersburg today. And we are ready to go with week 2 of the EAFL. Love it when they get in the 3-point stance on the kick. And that's a good kick. That ball will be in and out of the end zone, out of the hands of the intended returner. And that ball will come out 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. We play college rules, with the exception of overtime, 15 minutes. $25. Check that, 25. I got to get reacclimated on my football here. All right, here come the Jags of Southwest Florida. Number 7 and number 4 split wide right. The quarterback looks like it's number 5. Number 8 is the running back. Defense starts off with a 4-3, a basic 4-3 man coverage for the defense. One deep. Turns, gives, number 13 all over the running back. That'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3. Should be 2nd down. That should be a loss, looked like to me, but I guess not. Maybe 1, 2nd and 11 for the Southwest Jags, who won pretty easily last week. One deep here. Same 4-3 set. It's a basic 4-3 man with one over. In the shotgun, 4 wide receiver split. Man in motion is the slot guy. Snaps, looks, and quarterback goes down. He'll be sacked again, and pressure twice off that left side, and both times it is number 13. They better throw a chip block over there. At least slow him down. It's 3rd and about 16 for the Jags of Southwest Florida. 13:37 to play. First quarter just underway here. Number 5. Definite passing situation. He's got 4 wide receivers, and this time they keep a back in. Quarterback, guess what? Number 13 got him anyway. The back hit him. Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. He held on to it entirely too long. Takes the sack. That's a good coverage in the secondary. Good pressure again from number 13. It's 4th and forever, and they'll punt. Technically, it's about 4th and 14. Back deep is 0, and he'll stand at his own 40. The wind will be at the punter's back. Here we go. I don't think I've ever seen anybody get dressed that way. So we got a timeout on the field. All right, number 0 will retreat once again to his own 40 for the Florida Jaguars. Again, my apologies, but I tried to obtain rosters. If you know their names, put them in the comments. I'll check them out at halftime, and we're going to come back with a second stream in the second half. Punter is standing just inside. Oh, I knew it. I could feel it coming. He gets it off somehow. And I tell you what, that's salvaging something out of nothing. And you know what? This could very well be a roughing the kicker penalty against the Jaguars. But here's the thing. Can it be a roughing the kicker if the kicker ran outside the kicking area? We'll see if it's the 5 or the 15. Yeah, I think once he takes off with that ball, and I think the referees are going to talk about it, but once the punter takes off with the ball, I'm not sure that how does the defender know he's going to kick the ball? It's just the 5 yard variety, so no harm, no foul. They'll still punt again. But you could feel like that snap was going to go awry. First of all, because the breeze is crazy right now. It's not heavy, but it's blowing in different directions. And one of the hardest things to do in semi-pro or minor league football is to find a long snapper. .1203. All right, so I believe what they did was they took it on the. I don't know what happened. I'm just going to be completely and utterly honest with you because I find out that's the best policy. It was a 5 yard roughing the kicker penalty, and all of a sudden they declined it, and now they get the ball at the 50 in positive and almost positive territory. So I don't know. That's one question I'll ask at halftime. You have any idea what happened there? Right, right. They just backed them up. I got you. Okay. So that, yeah, yeah, it makes sense because that ball landed. Yeah, so that's right because that ball came out to about the 45. So they took it on the punt. So that's a heads up play by the coaching staff there. That's smart because you definitely, and it was right. You don't want to take a chance like that again down there deep, snapping that ball. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's not heavy, but it's just blowing. Yeah. Yep. All right, 1st and 10 now for the Florida Jags. They're going to be wearing all black, and they're going to be moving from right to left in the first quarter here on your handheld device. 12:03 to play in the first. No score. Loman Jr. I'm going to write that young man's name down because I have a feeling I'm going to be calling his name a few times tonight. They got to do something on that side of the field. All 3 downs. All 3. And then when they did block him, he still made the tackle. All right, so they just picked some flag up. So all of that for nothing. All right, here we go. First play from scrimmage for the Florida Jaguars. They are the number 16th ranked team in the EAFL after week 1. They lost last week, so they are looking to rebound this week. Quarterback under center, and he is a big quarterback. I formation, one wide receiver turns, gives to the deep back, and he scats through the hole there, and he gets out. Picks up a good chunk of change there. That's a gain of about 6-5. Second call, 2nd and 5. Nice run. That is one big offensive unit. No, number 11, the quarterback. Yeah, I was going to say Jared Lorenz or the quarterback from the Raiders, number 2, Jamarcus Russell. Jamarcus Russell. I'm sure he's better than Jamarcus, but but just didn't build. No score here. 11 to play. I formation again. Wide receivers split equal both sides. Doesn't matter. They hand it off. Keeping it on the ground. The back gets outside and a flag comes flying in extremely late. And I think it's coming back for a hold. It's in the area of a hold. Number 96 over there. He stands about 6'8", 6'9". That's a shame because that's a good run. 2 good runs. He had picked up, number 2 had picked up about 15 yards on 2 carries, and now it's going to be 2nd and 5 again. So 2 basic I formation off tackle, off guard plays to start for the Jags of Florida. And they come right back out. Bunch formation this time. 2 wide receivers split to the right, heavy side left. Quarterback under center in the eye to give us to the fullback, and he goes nowhere. As a matter of fact, he's going to lose a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 6. So 3rd down and 6. Now, it depends on what type of offense you run and how good you feel about your defense on whether or not this is 4-down territory in this league. Ball's at about the 42-yard line. So we'll see. We'll see. Quarterback back in with the play here on 3rd and 6. Good crowd on hand for a 5:30 start anyway. Now we get a different look as the quarterback is in the shotgun formation. The running back next to the quarterback, there's a considerable size difference. Quarterback drops back to throw across the middle, caught. Beautiful pitch and catch to number 1. 1st down, Jaguars, ball on the 29-yard line. First and 10 for quarterback and the Jags offense. Number 1 on just a basic crossing pattern. About 8 yards and cross. And the ball was right there on a dime. Gain of about 15, 1st and 10. 29-yard line. Back in the shotgun formation. Number 21 to the quarterback's left. The up back. Jet. Nope, they faked the jet. Good job. But that defensive line gets in there and swallows whole the running back. I like the play call because I thought jet myself on that one. But that was the obvious as they gave to the back, and he was stopped for no gain. 2nd and 10. 8:25 to play in the first. No score. Second and 10. Shotgun again. Quarterback drops, throws, caught. And that is another Florida Jaguars 1st down inside or close to the red zone here. It'll be 1st and 10 from about the 17 now. So the quarterback is 2 for 2. That was the same route. Instead of coming in, he crossed, stopped, turned, and the ball was there. First and 10. Cuts back and into the end zone for a Florida Jaguar touchdown. It is number 21. And it's 6-0 with 6:54 to play. And the Jags, who fell last week, the Jaguars, who fell last week, strike first. Nice play. That's a good drive right there. Good mix of pass and run. Quarterback did an outstanding job on that drive. He was 2 for 2 throwing the ball for about 25 yards. Graves is the quarterback's name. All right, we getting there. That's 2 out of 60. Who's that? Smart scored the touchdown. That was a 17-yard run for Smart. And we'll show you Graves here. Snap, hold, kick, good. And with 6:53 to play in the first quarter, the Jaguars get on the board here, 7-0. There's a look at Mr. Smart and a member or two of his offensive line. He scores from 17 yards out. And the Florida Jaguars lead it 7-0 here on the EAFL Florida Game of the Week. The Jags set to kick off again. Catches that wind just at the right time. Same spot. This time he catches it. Across the 5-10. Out across the 22, 23, 24-yard line is the returner. That's where the Southwest Florida Jaguars will take over, 1st and 10. Once again, my apologies. I cannot see your comments. Running a different application here tonight and can't see Facebook comments. But I'll check them out at halftime. Need me to move anything? Oh, no, I'm broadcasting the game on Facebook. Yeah, absolutely. My man. Thank you, sir. No, that 275 is bad, man. Thank you. A lot of thanks to Michael Torres We got us some names. Touchdown scored by Jerome Smart, and the quarterback is Tyree Graves. Second down here for. This is number 5. That's Bobby Hart. And Bobby will be stopped. Bobby's the quarterback. And number 13, by the way, for the Florida Jaguars, who did all that damage, is Andre Loman, Jr. He's got Junior on his jersey, so I think he's got Junior on his jersey. He wants to be called Junior. That'll bring up third down now, and really the Southwest Florida Jaguars offense has not really done anything here yet. Jaguars show blitz, they bring blitz, quarterback under pressure again, and it won't be a sack, but that defense again with a great job, and that's going to bring up fourth down in about 4. And the issue right now is they're overmatched in terms of size. Size is incredible up front for the Florida Jaguars, and the Southwest Florida Jaguars have a small offensive line. They're fast. Maybe that makes up at the end of the game to wear the big guys down, but for right now, it's advantage Jaguars wearing the black jerseys. Nice kick. Beautiful kick. And that ball will be down at about the 39-yard line. And that's where Tyree Graves and the Florida Jaguars will take over with 4:19 to play in the opening quarter and a 7-0 lead. Graves in the eye. The deep back is Jerome Smart. 1st and 10 to give is to Smart. They run blitz that time, big time. Number 15 got in there. That was Dominique Davis, the linebacker. And they brought the house, and it worked. 2nd and 11 now. Second and 11 now. See if they come out in the shotgun. The last couple of times they've come out in the gun, Graves has made some good throws on some crossing routes, I formation, whistle, and a timeout. They were getting ready to take too much time, and a good timeout taken by the head coach. You know, these guys deserve a lot of credit. If you don't know about the life of one of these guys out here playing football, they do this for love of the game. I mean, it's just pure love out here. All of these guys, not all. Kudos to all of you out there watching or playing. I envy you. I really do. You work all week. Some of you have families, 9 to 5 jobs. You put your bodies on the line for a sport that you love. That's not me. And it is 2nd and 11 now for the Jaguars. Does that need to go in there when it's done? In there? Oh. Oh, okay. And that is a good run there. I'm sorry, I got talking to the nice lady that runs the facility here. That was Joaquin James. So my apologies on that. Joaquin James with a first down. And so every time the Jaguars have been in trouble, Joaquin James or Jordan Garland or Tyree Graves has got them out of it. First and 10. Turns, gives to Smart. Smart as well down the sidelines. And he'll be stopped by number 23 for Southwest Florida. DeMonte Hart. Dallas Campbell checks in. Second and about 4 now. And there's the trio. 0, 1, and 11. James, Graves, and Garland. See what Coach calls up here on 2nd and 6. Graves under center, straight eye, straight back, throws. And that ball was nearly picked off, but dropped. That's why DBs aren't receivers. You know the old expression. But nonetheless, a good play. Getting underneath the receiver there by Malik now. So that'll bring up 3rd and 6 now for Graves in the offense. .209 to play in the first. Blitz throws that ball. Great coverage over there by the defensive back. That was number 23 on that defensive coverage over there. That's just great man-on-man coverage by DeMonte Hart. That was a corner blitz, too. 4th down and 6. And Graves stays on, so that answers our question from earlier about whether it's 4 down. Where would it be 4 down offense? Right about here at the 35. They got a safety standing at about the 5. There's a zone right there if you can find a wide receiver to drop in it. Graves from the gun. Play action throws. Oh, receiver dropped the ball. Perfectly done, well executed, but in and out of the hands of the intended wide receiver there, Rashad Collins. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Graves sold the play action. It was a nicely executed play. It really was. Perfect call for that down and distance. All right, 1st and 10 for the Southwest Florida Jags. They keep it on the ground, straight up the gut. And after a short little gain there, quick pop gain by Max Reed. He stopped after about 3. 2nd and 7. Quarterback in the gun, 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, I should say. Caught, nice job in the seam. And that's the first down of the game. That's Dallas Campbell on the catch. And Campbell takes the ball into Florida Jaguar territory. 1st and 10 at the Jaguars' 38-yard line, 39-yard line. Good pitch and catch from Hart to his receiver there. Second and 6. Second down and 6. Same formation for Hart. Hart, southpaw, pulls it in, takes off with it, and he'll pick up a few. He stopped by Mark Kegler Jr., and that's close to a first down. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Florida Jaguars on a 17-yard touchdown run by Jerome Smart lead it 7-0.
Hello, Space Coast. Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you for your support of BSN and allowing us to cover your student athletes and come into your home each and every night. Give us a follow on Facebook at Brevard Sports Network, and here's to many more years of top-notch sports coverage right here in Brevard County. Thanks again.
Tune in this week to find out where we'll be next weekend. It depends. Michael Torres, the owner, and some other people put together the EAFL rankings of the week, and There's a crew in Georgia that brings you the Georgia game of the week, and who knows where we'll be next week. Found out about 2 days ago we'd be in the Panhandle today. So it's end of the first quarter, 3rd down and 9, or 3rd and 1, third and 1. And running back cuts it outside. Nice run. He was going to be stopped short of a first down, even though it was 3rd and 1. He bounced it outside and picks up another Jaguars first down. Good run there by Jamari Webb. Good old pickle juice down there. Pickle juice drinking for the cramps. Quarterback in trouble, and he goes down. And there's a sack. Number 99. Nice sack. Don't know about the dance. But that's Larry McCall. On the sack. And McCall picks up his first sack of the night. That's the 3rd of Jaguars quarterback Bobby Hart. And it's 2nd and about 15. Hart rolls to his left. He'll be chased out of bounds. He pulled it down, so that's a run. That can't be a sack. So he'll lose another 4 or 5 yards on that one. It's about 3rd and 21 now. So the drive has, we call that stalling. Hitting a wall, take your pick. All of the above. We'll see what the southpaw Bobby Hart has in store here on 3rd and 21 for the Southwest Florida Jags, who trail 7-0 with 13:10 to play in the opening half. Hart throws. That could be picked, and it is. Good interception. Nobody home. Number 31 on the pick. And that is B. McCall. And the drive not only hits a wall, but it ends now as McCall picks it off. I'm not sure where Hart was going with that. He threw that. I mean, there wasn't a white jersey over there. So I'm sure he'd like to have it back. Now the wind is really whipping up as that sun hits the horizon. Tyree Graves from the gun. That is Michael Smart with the carry. Good run on first down. Brings up 2nd and 1, so that opens up the playbook for sure. Graves from the gun. 2nd and 1. Straight up the gut. He'll have the first down or close to. I mean, close. Maybe not at all. Third. He doesn't pick up any yardage. Third down and 1. We have found Chuck Pagano, the old Indianapolis Colts head coach. See him down there? No, I'm kidding. Right here. See the guy right here? So he looks just like Chuck Pagano, don't he? Looks exactly like him. Third down and 1, and Big Man's going to keep it himself. He's going to be stopped. So, 2 great plays by that defense. That time, the linebacker got in there on a blitz. Straight up the middle was Jarius Christmas. And it is 4th and a yard. What do you do? Now I actually lost 2 yards. It's 4th and 3 now. What do you do? What do you do? May try and draw him off here. Nope, he snaps it, turns, gives to the other Smart, and he gets outside. I believe he's got the first down. Good play by Jerome Smart. So, gutsy call pays off. 1st and 10 for the Florida Jaguars. You hear a collective sigh coming off the sidelines. First and 10 at about the 38-yard line. Their own 38. Looks to throw, in trouble. He had a receiver there. Ball's out. He falls on it. He had a receiver. And I can hear the receiver now from where I'm sitting, Jordan Garland. So the sack, that's the first of the game for the Southwest Florida Jaguars. Will make it 2nd and about 18. The EAFL Game of the Week here on Brevard Sports Network. 2nd and about 18 for Graves and Company. Rolls. And he's decked after he throws the ball. Pursuit there. Backside pursuit applied by number 53, Shannon Welch. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 18. Third and 18, deep down the field, overthrown, incomplete. Clock will stop at 8:37. That'll bring up 4th down. And for the first time today, we'll see the punt team for the Florida Jags. He's not back very deep, the punter. See here, not one guy's down in a three-point stance. Here comes everybody. Punt is off. Not a great one. It'll go out of bounds at about the referees. When he gets it across midfield, not a bad punt, I guess. Went a lot further than I thought it did. Let's put it that way. Still 7-0 Florida Jaguars on top thanks to a 17-yard touchdown run by Jerome Smart. And that's all the scoring in this one so far. Bobby Hart has his team back out. Hart turns, throws. Little bubble screen here. Pass complete to number 1, Rashad Briscoe. And Briscoe picks up 7. And it'll be 2nd and 3. 8:05 play in the first half. Straight up the gut. And number 99 in there with the tackle, but not before the first down is picked up. Larry McCall with the stop. But 1st and 10 for the Southwest Florida Jaguars. Hart turns, gives, and check it out. Larry McCall, backside pursuit again, as well as number 43 also in there on the stop, Gerard Jenkins Jr. And that's a loss of 2, 2nd and 10, 2nd and 2nd and 12, 2nd and 13. 6:55 to play in the opening half. Hart in trouble, big time trouble, big time pursuit, throws. Oh my goodness gracious. That pass is complete or incomplete? Incomplete. It was caught. Great effort by Dallas Campbell. Great play by everybody there. Good. He got popped. I think he broke the stick. But he held on to that ball. And that'll bring up 3rd and about 13. Nice job by Hart to get out of trouble, too, and get rid of it, not take a sack. As again, in that first quarter, it was Andre Loman Jr. applying pressure. This quarter, it's Larry McCall. So one D end to the other. Both Florida Jaguar defensive ends having a good day in that basic 4-3. Now it's a 5-2, it looks like, with still a man deep. Hart looks, fires, open, caught. That's a Butte, Clark. Pitch and catch is a first down for the Southwest Florida Jaguars. Good catch by Dallas Little. I think that's, is that 14? But I tell you what, Bobby Hart threw a strike. And he's still down. The DB got beat. He got beat in simple one-on-one coverage. Players down on the sidelines. That's a 1st and 10, a big-time conversion. And he's too close, so they're going to stop play with 6:12 to play in the first half. I'll step aside. I'll be back with the rest of the second half here on the Brevard Sports Network. All right, welcome back here. Good football game. Week 2, EAFL. Are you elite? Alan Slaughter-Zinski. And we're having some fun here tonight. The sun has officially set. And Bobby Hart with a big 3rd and 12 conversion. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 30. Hart. Nice job by the running back to avoid a loss and at least get back to the line of scrimmages. Octavia Cody. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's right. Cody. 2nd and 10. Back to a 4-3 up front for the Florida Jaguars. Defense man-to-man coverage with a safety deep. Hart, southpaw, in trouble again. And this time he'll pick up just one. And that time, Andre Loman Jr. got him. And hobbling to get up is the defensive end, Larry McCall. So McCall is up. He's limping. He's like, you know what? It ain't worth it. It ain't. And checking in for McCall is number 55, Hiram Estremera Jr. So Estremera checks in at the DN position. Hart throws. Caught. Touchdown. Southwest Florida Jaguars. Bobby Hart to Rashad Briscoe. 30 yards, and it's 7-6 pending the extra point. Good looking pitch and catch right there. And with 4:03 to go, if they've got a kicker, we've got a tie. So they're getting pressure on Bobby Hart, but right now the receivers for Southwest Florida are beating the corners for the Jaguars one-on-one. Snap, kick, no good. And that will be critical. But Bobby Hart to Rashad Briscoe. And finally, with 4:02 to play in the first half, the Southwest Florida Jaguars get on the board 7-6. Oh yeah, do we do matter of fact, before I leave, I'm gonna get your number. I'm gonna call you this week because as much as I think it's great down here, I'm gonna call you up. We'll do some talking, and maybe you could do this for me down here, and I'll pay you. You know, I already know you how to work a camera. Right? Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I think it'd be great. Maybe bring you up here. All right, set to kick off here. We've got us a good old-fashioned ball game here. Now remember, we're going to do this in two streams tonight. At halftime, I'm going to log off, and we'll be back in the second half. Good kick, and again, that'll go to the goal line. Both kickers tonight have done good jobs kicking off. That ball is returned out to the 30 by, not sure who carried that. Looks like number 47 is getting up with the ball. That's Terry Watson. All right, so you got two timeouts, 3:56 to go in the first half here for the for the Florida Jaguars. See if the defense of the Southwest Florida Jaguars gets a bump from that touchdown, because I'm going to tell you, it looked two big passes on that one, and I still don't know who the wide receiver was that caught the ball on the far side of the field that got hurt, but he made a big catch. And then, of course, the touchdown catch by Rashad Briscoe. Seven six. As Tyree Graves is in the gun. He's got a one wide receiver more lined up in a slot area. Near side, one split wide left, and another slot receiver on the far side. So three total. The back in the backfield is Jerome Smart, and the quarterback is Tyree Graves. Graves down the field, and that is intercepted. That somebody stopped running or something, and the momentum has definitely shifted. Intercepted by Kavonis Green, and we don't have enough Tide sticks for all the laundry on the field. Let's see what this is. All right, it's against. You know what it is? It's after the interception. It's a one of those ridiculous blocks after an interception. That's 15 yards. So That'll hurt him, but 346. So all in the span of 2 plays minus the kickoff, you got a 30-yard touchdown and now an interception. And the Southwest Florida Jaguars, who came into this ranked number 5 in the EAFL, will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. And, you know, as a former quarterback, I can tell you, Bobby Hart wanted nothing more than to get right back on the field after going down the field. That's what you wanted. You don't want to come off. Oh, he snapped it. I tell you what, it was supposed to go to Hart. It went to the running back. And thank goodness Edward Doris isn't one of these running backs that go, hey, I'm not supposed to have this. He just fell on it. And that's a loss down. And it'll be 2nd and about 13. Three wide receivers, 2 split to the near side. Hart from the gun, 2nd and 12, we'll call it. Hart looks, steps up and runs with it, and he'll be caught from behind. This will be a hold, too. Andrew Lohman Jr. will catch him. He got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's not a sack. It's a face mask, actually. And we'll see if it's of the 5 or the 15. Personal foul, 15. So the Southwest Florida Jaguars pick up 15 yards and a 1st down here on the face mask on the tackle by Lohman Jr. It's really the only thing wrong he's done all night. Hart gives to his back, cuts it outside, turns the corner. Still on his feet. Great run. What a second effort by the running back. And that's a 1st down again. Outstanding second effort. Nice job. First on the scene there was William Derlin. Derlin got in there and slowed the runner. And then big number 99 in there again. Under 2 minutes to play in the first half. Still 2 timeouts as McCall got in there and eventually made the stop. 7-6 is your score. Hart throws, caught. I'll tell you what, I don't know why Hart didn't let it loose, but he had a man wide open downfield. He elects to go for Dallas Little, and he completes the pass. It'll be a gain of about 2. 1:20 to play, clock still moving. 7-6 Southwest Florida over Florida. They're both Jags. 3rd and about 8, 9, 4-down territory with a minute to go in the half. Hart from the gun, a back to each side. And he throws. He's got one man to beat. He beats him down the field, cuts it back, spins, turns, still on his feet. Ball's out, and the Jaguars have it. He just dropped the ball. Absolutely just dropped the football. Did Javarius Christmas, and the Florida Jaguars with 45.1 seconds to play in the first half. Capitalize on the third turnover of the half by both teams. And capitalize meaning they stop what looked like it could be at least a field goal try before the half. So don't know what they'll do here. The Jaguars wearing the black receive, I believe. I don't see Graves in there. He's got a different quarterback now. And that's why, because you're looking for somebody that can probably move a little faster. And there is your quarterback. And he gets out of bounds and stops the clock. Good play there. That is number 26, Deontay Grant. So the backup quarterback, Deontay Grant, who obviously can move a little better, comes in and picks up 25 and a first down with 35.9 seconds. And again, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. Good play. It's a high football IQ play. Throws it, and the sidelines is calling for a late hit on big number 9, and I do mean big number 9, Richie Bebeau. Could make an argument, but 31.1 seconds here. That was nearly picked. And we got a late flag flies in from the back judge. See what this is. Wow. So depending on that's college rule, so it's 15 yards. So that's a first down with 26 and a half seconds left. So the ball is now on the 41 of the Southwest Florida Jaguars. And Deontay Grant is still your quarterback. He's got 4 wide receivers split equal to both sides. 2 wide outs, 2 slots, and a back. He's in trouble. He's got to get rid of it, and he does. Oh, actually dumps off the Smart. And that play wasted way too much time. Should have just thrown it out of bounds, stopped the clock. That play killed almost 14 seconds. Referee says, let's go. 15.7 seconds to go here in half number 1. 7-6 Florida Jaguars over the Southwest Florida Jaguars, the number 15 team in the EAFL with the ball, the number 5 team trying to stop them from scoring here before the half. Don't know that they'll burn another timeout here. They'll probably just, actually, they will. I just heard a player say, Coach, you want me to go throw one in the end zone? And the coach said, no. I want you to go catch one in the end zone. Deontay Grant. I like it. Because you got to be talking, you got to be thinking Hail Mary here with 4.9 seconds, and everybody wants to be the guy that throws the Hail Mary. If you're a DB, you're just licking your chops right now because you can add one to the stat column here. It's the easiest pick to get. But the way this play is properly taught is to knock it away, not to try to catch it, but to knock it completely out of the way. I mean, obviously, if it lands in your arms, you catch it, but knock it down. 4 wide receivers. Got to get set up, and he won't. And this will be a sack to end the half as number 43 got in there. Number 43. That's actually Nathaniel Hunter. All right, so that'll end the first half. We'll be back with the second half here on Brevard Sports Network. It's 7-6. Remember, we're doing 2 streams.